Welcome to the road to $1 million in cryptocurrency live stream. I'm going to try and document my journey over the next 300 days to see if it's possible to become a crypto millionaire. Now, if you're new, my name is Ash. I'm an entrepreneur, and I believe in financial education because that is the only way you and I are going to build financial independence. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me on this journey. This is day 52. It's been a really long time. I've got some amazing news for you, a new structure to the channel. Let's begin. All right, before we jump into the news, I just want to say hi to a couple people here who are some really amazing supporters. I just want to say, hey, Kwatika, welcome. The Brothers is in here too. Welcome, the Brothers, and Vietnamese Koi. I finally had some time today to structure the content a little bit better. So today we're actually going to be looking at a couple of things. So the way I think the cryptocurrency markets are headed in the short term, we'll go over some really important news regarding the infrastructure bill in the United States. I think that's going to impact the market a lot. We'll talk a little bit about that, as well as some new recent business announcements in terms of steps towards mass adoption for cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specifically, but cryptocurrency in general. So I'm really excited to talk about that today. Before we do, however, let's fire off a tweet. It has been forever. Let's actually make that the tagline. Dear at Bitcoin, at Ethereum, at PancakeSwap, and yeah, it has been forever. News on the new infrastructure bill and more mass adoption opportunities. Awesome. Hashtag PS we are live. Hashtag DeFi. Hashtag cryptocurrency. Hashtag money. Hashtag investing. Hashtag 1 million. Hashtag geek arts. All right, cool. And tweet. Awesome. And let's jump into the content here. Okay, so first thing, let's make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. I'm currently on Live Coin Watch. I kind of like the site a little bit better. I'll also be using it to show you my DCA portfolio. But Bitcoin this week has been doing really well. In fact, the entire cryptocurrency market has been doing really well this past week. Bitcoin is currently well over $44,000, as you can see there. We are seeing a little bit of a dip at present. We were trending over $46,000 for the last 2 days, give or take. But this particular correction, I think, is pretty healthy. I do believe that we might be able to test 50,000. We'll see, though. We'll see how that goes. I'll talk about some of the news that I have been reading recently. ETH has, in my opinion, following EIP 1559, the London hard fork has actually been the reason for part of this bull run, or rather this reinvigoration of the crypto market, if you want to call it that. I was lucky to actually purchase some ETH on one of my wallets, not my main DCA wallet, just my mining wallet. I was able to purchase that around 2,500 or so. So this is pretty good. It's a nice little bump here. If you missed any of the EIP 1559 news or any information about the London hard fork, we'll talk about that as well. Right now, however, I think a good place to start is etherchain.org. And on here, you can actually see what is currently happening with Ethereum. And to date, since the London hard fork, which happened a couple of days ago, we have burned a total of 32,000 ETH. and that is absolutely crazy. I'm also going to show you guys which sites are responsible for burning most of that ETH. Spoiler alert, that's the NFT market mostly. But let's just do some quick math here. 619.6 times, what is ETH at right now? $3,080. So total, crazy. A total of $100 million, if I'm not mistaken there. 32,619 ETH. Yeah, total of $100 million being burned in ETH so far, which in my opinion has been one of the catalysts for pushing up the price of ETH. If you want to check out which sites are responsible for the ETH being burned, let me see if I can find it here. So ETH burn top sites. I'll be able to find it on Twitter as well, but typically, let's see. Actually, you might be able to just find it on here on etherchain.org. So in case you guys are interested, I will put it in the chat there for you guys, and so you can go ahead and play around on this site and have a look at the statistics here. But I think that's this particular strategy is going to be very, very good in the long term for ETH. Not that great for miners, however, I am pleased to announce that I haven't taken as hard of a hit as I was expecting. So it's not as bad as it seems. In fact, it's a little bit better with a rise in the ETH price as well as the rest of the crypto market in general. We're kind of balancing out. My profitability is a little bit lower, but not too bad. There are a couple of other projects that I am very, very interested in and very bullish on. BNB, of course, is always going to be one of them in my portfolio, as well as one that I'm looking for long term. But this year, I do believe that we're going to see some really, really amazing things happen with ADA. We'll be releasing a couple new episodes soon, and as well as we'll be talking about it in future episodes as the transition towards the mainnet happens. But recently we saw that underneath $1, and very, very recently, like 2 days ago, it was almost $1.9, almost $2 basically. So, we might potentially see a $5 ADA by the end of this year. That could be very, very interesting. Polygon Matic, by the way, has seen the biggest, incredible bump over this entire week. It's just been absolutely insane. It went from like just about $1 to 1.5 almost yesterday. So over the last 24 hours or 36 hours, you could say, we saw over 25% increase there. And of course, with the rest of the crypto market dropping, we've dropped or rather corrected several percent there as well. So that's something that's really, really interesting. However, Matic's pretty volatile. I was lucky to actually purchase before. For those of you who don't know, one of my wallets got hacked and got completely drained. But prior to that happening, I was able to actually purchase about 4,500 Matic at around 70 cents, which was absolutely fantastic. And had I held on to that and was able to actually sell that like yesterday, that would have been a 2x right there in about 3 weeks. So unfortunately, these things happen, but I will be releasing a new video very, very soon about how you can secure your hot wallets. So if you're using MetaMask, Binance Smart Chain, maybe even Trust Wallet, I'll be showing you some tutorials on how you can use your ledger. I personally have this ledger device right here, and that's really, really cool, really awesome to help secure your wallets there. Okay, cool. So let's see what else here. So I think personally, let's have a look at Bitcoin here. Now we're not going to do any serious chart analysis here, but we did recently test. Let me actually open up CoinMarketCap. It might be a little bit better view for you guys. I believe that we are in fact over the recent Wyckoff accumulation. Let me see if I can make this a little bit, oops, right, trading view, okay, yeah, so this one's a little bit better here. So of course, since January to about May, you could say, we entered and passed what I would consider a Wyckoff distribution phase, if you look at the charts. And I'm not entirely sure if you guys can actually see this carefully. And I believe this recent phase that we've kind of experienced here from about May to now has been more of a Wyckoff accumulation. And I believe, now I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that based on this chart pattern, I'm not going to do like significant technical analysis here, but I believe that we have in fact passed this phase and we are headed upwards. I don't know how long that's going to take for us to potentially hit 50,000 there, but I am very, very, very excited to see that happen. So if you kind of place the charts over here, you can see that pattern kind of happening. So that's quite interesting. If you're new to the whole like Wyckoff distribution, Wyckoff accumulation, I highly recommend that you guys maybe do some research on YouTube. I might put out a video, but I think there are lots of other really, really good videos. Uncomplication is a very, very good one if you want to check that out to understand the Wyckoff system a little bit better. But I do think we're headed up here. We've tested 40,000 several times now. And yes, we are currently dipping a little bit, but I do think that we might be heading back up. Some people might consider this a bull trap. I personally think that we're headed back up. So we're going to continue to dollar cost average. I'll be showing you guys how I do that on my other portfolio. So let's see how that goes. All right, cool. So let's see here. I want to talk a little bit about the infrastructure bill and how cryptocurrency fits into this system. So in case you have not been following the news recently, this has been happening in the United States, where an infrastructure bill and proposal has been announced with a very, very large investment taking place there. And there's been some language over the past week that has been used that implicates cryptocurrency and, by extension, cryptocurrency taxes. Now, the general language has implicated not just cryptocurrency investment, but also the mining of cryptocurrency. And some people have even considered it so general that it could affect cryptocurrency mining both at the residential as well as the corporate level. To the point where some people are even saying, oh, they might ban cryptocurrency. And so recently, there have been several attempts to amend this bill, this legislation. And unfortunately, and this of course has been from the cryptocurrency community, unfortunately here that many of the amendments have not actually been able to, they've not been accepted, unfortunately. And what that means is that the general language in the legislation, in the bill, is still intact. So that means that the cryptocurrency market could, for the future, when this bill actually gets passed and starts and this infrastructure starts getting built, as well as these new laws get put into place, this could actually affect the cryptocurrency landscape, the cryptocurrency tax system, as well as the miners. specifically in the United States, okay? And as we know, that's one of the biggest markets for cryptocurrency, and so that's something to really consider. However, this is something that's that Bitcoin lobby, or rather not just Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency lobbyists as well as big corporate investors are trying to work on, and so I think it's something worth watching and paying attention to. In the short term, however, I don't think that we're going to be affected by this, but it is something that I highly recommend you guys read up about, because that is that's some pretty big important news that's been happening over this week, and so I think that's something to consider there. However, we do have some more positive news, and this again is another step towards mass adoption here, and that's AMC, which is basically a large movie theater chain in the United States. I'm not sure if they're actually present in other countries, but as you can see here, breaking news basically, they've announced their intention to start accepting Bitcoin for movie tickets and concessions by the end of this year. And so what that means is that more people are now going to have an opportunity to spend their Bitcoin. Of course, that also means that more people are going to potentially start holding Bitcoin. Now, of course, this is just Bitcoin. This is not altcoins or anything like that. However, that will go a long way for the industry in general. Again, this is primarily America. This is primarily the United States. However, when that does happen, it will filter to the rest of the world, and in my opinion, it will help the entire market. So that's something that's really, really exciting, and something that I'm personally looking forward to. So again, very, very, very interested to see how that plays out. Okay, so let's talk about the portfolio, which you guys might be interested in or not. In case you are very new to the channel, I have been a cryptocurrency miner personally for about 7, going on 8 months now actually. And I've been mining primarily ETH and BTC. I have 2 farms running, and that has been doing $70 a day, give or take on average. Although right now, with the upswing in the market, I might switch on the rest of my Bitcoin ASIC miners, which should take us back up towards about $120, $130 per day, just on mining revenue, which I'm really excited about. But I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. And that's been pretty consistent for the last 8 months. Of course, it fluctuates with the price. And so there've been some really good months and some really not so good months, aka the last 2 months. That's been pretty bad, but it's going up now, which is very welcome. I've also been, for those of you who follow me, and some of you actually got into this particular channel, you start following me. I have actually been a DeFi, aka degen investor for a little while now too, and that's something that we've that's currently helped our channel grow a little bit. I'm not going to be focusing that much on DeFi on the live streams, however. And so any requests that you guys have for me to take a look at farms, etc., I will do so, but I will publish data on the site. And so we'll be putting up our website. It is actually up, but we'll be changing it a lot so it caters more to this kind of content that you guys are interested in. And so any reviews, any audits, we'll be publishing it directly on the website. We'll also have a calendar set up so you guys can actually see which farms are coming out and that sort of thing. So I'll be announcing that pretty soon. I'll just tell you guys what I'm personally invested in. And so here, as you can see, I only have one investment right now, which is Poly Monster. And this is currently what it looks like. This is the Poly Monster website. In case you haven't checked this out yet, it is almost entirely like FishSwap. For those of you old school OG fans, when we started this live stream, FishSwap was one of the first farms that I got into. And so Monster is the current one that I'm part of right now, which allows you to stake only native and farm out other. Well, you farm native as well, and then you can obviously cash it out. But as you can see right now, over the last, you could say about 15 hours, over the last 15 hours, I've earned about $30 here. I personally have only invested $200 in this farm. And so that's not too bad. It's been doing really well. It's been holding some of this, some of these returns, these ROIs here. However, coin price is currently 4 cents at the moment, so that's a pretty good buying opportunity there. I'm personally going to just see, I'll just use that that little small investment to test out the compound interest strategy that we originally started these live streams out with. I do have a little bit of my DeFi portfolio in ETH. I bought it, like I said, around $2,500, and it's grown considerably. In fact, I kind of cashed some of it out and put it into Polymonster, but the rest of it is still currently in ETH on my trusty Ledger Nano X here, not taking any more chances. And then, of course, I'll be showcasing my my main holdings, and I think I'll do this once every week. Currently, I hold, let me just open up my Ledger app here so I can update this live for you guys in case you would like to know how that's doing. All right, so currently we are doing about 0.8 ETH. Okay, it's right up here. So currently we have 0.8 ETH and we have 0.015. So this is 0.5. Yeah. And that's, let's see, what is that right now? That's around $2,500 and, oops, my bad, $2,550 and here we have $690, give or take. So that's currently what I'm invested in. So every week, I might do this tomorrow, starting tomorrow. I will show you how I am going to be investing using dollar cost averaging. So this time, I'll actually be showcasing the other side of my portfolio, which is to dollar cost average. We'll probably invest about $100 every week, and we might do it every Friday. We might do it every Saturday. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think tomorrow will be a really good time to start this. Mostly because I want to play around with this this live portfolio builder here, which I'll also be able to share with you. And then you can currently see how I dollar cost average into this. We'll keep 50% in Bitcoin, and then we'll split the other percentages among the other altcoins that I'm personally interested in. So you guys can actually see how I'm doing. Right now, like I said, I'm only invested in both Bitcoin and ETH, but over the course of the next season, you could say, I'll be dollar cost averaging $100 a week from my own personal money, not mining revenue. So I'll actually put in money, and I'll show you guys how I build out that portfolio. So we'll see where it is in 1 month, 5 months, 10 months, and then of course by the end of this this challenge, we'll see how that goes. So we'll be doing the same with DeFi. We'll just compound. Even if the price drops, we'll just keep compounding until we get to a point where we break even, and then we get to a point where we're making profit on Polymonster there. That's like I said, the only farm that I'm really interested in, because it's the only native farm right now. I do have some other announcements, but that's coming pretty soon. So I'll let you guys know how that goes in the next few episodes. All right, so Runtown Fitness is here. Welcome, really appreciate you hanging out. HeyYG is here. Welcome, appreciate you hanging out as well. All right, so Before I go, guys, I just want to tell you that if you are somebody who is interested in building your own online business, go ahead and check out our workshop, which is linked in the description below. We'll teach you how to go from zero to sales in less than 60 days, creating and selling your own information products and running your own online business. Totally for free, by the way. You don't have to pay anything. Check that out in the description below. With that said, guys, I want to say thank you so much for hanging out today. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay safe out there. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe if you haven't done so. Share this content in case you know anyone else who might benefit from it. Here are all my social media handles. Feel free to follow me there if you haven't done so already. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you in tomorrow's live stream. Take care, everybody.